Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Rees and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. Let's go ahead and dive straight into it. I have no pre-shuffled cards, so we are going to pull as we go. I haven't said this in a while on my channel, but I would like to remind those, if any of you guys are new, that my readings are timeless unless specified. So in the event that you see this 4 days from now, 4 weeks from now, or 4 years from now, if this resonates, it's for you. All right, so let's dive into it. Windfall. Cool. On the first card, crazy. Planner. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I love this because, sometimes, depending on your reader, if they're super tapped in, like the cards are the cards. But sometimes readers like to, give cards that are clickbait. Although they are shuffling in real time and you can see them shuffling and all the things are coming out in real time. I don't know, sometimes it just gives false hope. So, I really make sure that I clean my vessel, I cleanse my vessel, because sometimes that energy just rubs off and lingers in the air depending on who subscribed to you. Anything could be, passed on to you. But I make sure I keep my vessel clean so that I could only bring forth messages that bring you guys to ascension. I don't want the smoke and mirrors. I don't want the BS. I don't want to send the false hope, okay? But Windfall and Planner, all right? This is very, I don't want to say it's very realistic because we don't do realistic on this channel either. We definitely do divine, period, all right? So, Windfall and Planner. I like this because, right, I said all that to say. I like this because there is a windfall coming, but at the hands of you, okay? You, my friend, are going to have to take heed and make sure that this windfall comes, all right? So take financial inventory and see what needs changing is what this card says. See what needs changing. So there's some tweak that needs to happen. Wouldn't be surprised if the card Mechanic comes out. I'm also feeling that too. But it's like something that you have to go back in. It's not that you're getting a whole brand new vehicle. You just got to reinvent the wheel a little bit. And it's not even necessarily reinventing the wheel. It's just putting new rims. Like, just put new rims on it. Lead the wheel. Lead the wheel. Just throw some new rims on it. No one will ever know. Same car, same wheels, just new rims. Boom. It's something like that. So it's not that you're cutting corners. It's not that you're going about it in an easy way. Kind of, actually, I take that back. It's thinking smarter and not harder. All right. I think I'm going to go into the tarot next, and I also wouldn't be surprised if the Seven of Swords would come out. But it's giving that energy. So windfall, it's a possibility, and it can be a definite. All right. So like that's potential there. It's a possibility. But it can absolutely happen if you make sure that it happens. So the possibility is only a possibility because, we have free will. So if you choose not to do it, well, that's the negative part there. But if you actually put yourself in a position to make this happen, then it's like, boom, a no-brainer, all right? So, Windfall and Planner, for whatever that looks like to you. Lately, you've been asking or telling yourself that you want more. We got to do more. How are we going to bring in more? I don't know. I feel like where I am, I'm too big for it. Where I am is too small for me. It's keeping me small. I was just talking about this concept of a fish tank, where I was talking about some fish my grandma used to have, and they ended up getting really, really big over time. But she said that they would have gotten bigger had she had a larger fish tank. So how large you get, how much you grow, truly depends on your environment, okay? So right now you're feeling as if your environment may be keeping you small, maybe keeping you at a halt where you're like, no, I want bigger, I want more, but how do I attain more, okay? How do I get in another tank? Where is my space? So you're looking for that. You're looking for the, the abundance. You're looking for it all, the windfall, but you have to plan for it. So let me see, because I feel like there's more in the rest of the cards. I was about to go off on Planner, but I just want to be sure before I go in. See, that card came out. I was not going to go in that direction, but they're saying you might have to do something taboo. The Rebel came out as an overall energy. You might have to do something interesting. I ain't saying to do something a little strange for a little bit of change, okay? Not that kind of interesting. I mean, well, hey, take it as it resonates for any of you guys. I'm not judging. I promise I'm not. But as the Rebel, what they're saying is you have to do something that you haven't done before, okay? So it's like, you know, that kind of makes sense. If you want something different, you have to do something different, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So if you put yourself, like, you know, sit down for a second, put yourself in a, you know, thinking man, and be like, yeah, what can I do differently? Because again, this is going to happen by way of you, right? So to plan, the second card was planner. Put yourself in a thinking man position because you need to plan, right? You know, give yourself time, breathe. Maybe some of you guys feel like you're in a rat race, like you're up, working, sleep, up, working, sleep. Like all you do is figure out ways to get ahead, or you're actually in the act of getting ahead, but it's just like a lot of movement. For this right here to happen, you're going to have to give yourself time to pause. Whatever that looks like for you, I'm not asking you to sit down for 3 days in a row. I know a lot of you guys' schedule don't permit that, so that's not what I'm saying at all. But what I am saying is you need to find yourself in a deep meditative state where you are connecting yourself to the divine, and however long that looks like for you, it could be an hour, it could be on your lunch break, it could, whatever for you. If you have children, it could be while you're taking them to sports practice and you're waiting in a car for them or whatever. It's whatever time you have, because in some of you guys, I'm not in the other tarot deck, but some of you guys, it's weighing on your mind a lot, where I don't feel like y'all are panicking, but it's on your mind a lot, and it's kind of like you daydream about it, and instead of wasting time or spending energy thinking about the what ifs, or, you know, worrying. I don't feel like you guys are worrying, but I can't put a word to it. But instead of doing that, is that a spirit plane? I never really seen, excuse me, all right, because it's so yellow, so I'm just like, whoa, spirit, right, so I was like, what airline? Spirit. It's mad yellow. Okay, see, that's why you don't do stuff like that. I don't lost the thought. I wish this was live so you have to tell me where I was. Come on. Anyway. You have to do something different, okay? Something different is being asked of you right now. So yeah, that's by way of you. Let's continue. Dang, that sucks because I was on it. Oh, and it went all the way over there, and it's behind the camera, baby. I'm not about to get that. I will hold that place right here, and I'll tell you what card it is. That card is precarious, okay? And it's about like being up and down, like having your finances take a high and take a dip. Like you up, and then, you know, you have to sell. You have to humble yourself a little bit. It's kind of like that. Like you're here, then you're here, then you're here, then you're here, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why you guys were like, you know what, okay, my environment is too small for me. My environment is keeping me small. It's like when I feel like I'm ahead, okay, I'm ahead, but then I get too comfortable because I'm still in my environment, or, you know, my environment has too much of an effect on my sensitive frequency that it starts, you know, interfering with what I got going on, and, you know, then my finances take a hit, and, you know, now my finances are affected and everything else is affected. It's like a domino effect a little bit. So precarious, that's that up and down thing right there. That's in line with planner. That's why, because when I saw that planner card, I was like, yeah, some of you guys probably was just like, you know, nah, I need more, I need bigger. Like now is the time for me to, you know, receive. And I'm looking around and I'm noticing how much my environment, although, you know, some of you guys probably are very grateful for what your environment has done, but you've realized that your time there has up, like it served its purpose, and now you're ready to continue on your timeline. So that precarious card is in line with planner because you're just done. It's just time now. It's just time, and that's the reason why you're planning. So the rebel, precarious, and then we also have investment. Boom, yes. All right, so speaking of the rebel, you're going to have to make an investment. You're going to have to make an investment. A lot of you guys, it's going to be your time. Okay, some of you guys tell yourself that, you know, y'all don't have time, which is why I think that's why I was going so hard with, you know, it could be anything. It could be, you know, on your lunch break. It could be when you're waiting at your kid's soccer practice. You know, I think that's why I was going in so much there, because maybe some of you guys are telling yourselves that you don't have time. A lot of you guys can be very responsible, where you're making sure you dot all your I's and cross all your T's when it comes to your responsibilities. Yo, how does this keep happening? Every time I talk, it just sinks. Dot all your I's and cross all your T's in terms of your responsibilities. But we only have 24 hours in a day. And for somebody as passionate as you are, whoever this resonates with, you want to make sure you fulfill your 24 hours. Like you're fitting everything into there. So that's why you may have told yourself, like, nah, I don't have time for this because I got to do this, or I have to make sure I at least sleep, or I have to, you know, like you're putting this off for the sake of other things. And understandable. However, I'm seeing, you know, Source is going to make way for all of this to fit in the schedule, to fit in the 24, okay? For as long as you give it a try, for as long as you invest. All right, so for a lot of you guys, it is your time. It's your time. The investment is the time, okay? So some of you guys, it's not about like, oh my goodness, I need a whole bunch of money. I got to find a large bag. I need a $75,000 loan because, you know, whatever. But some of you guys, yes, you do have to invest your money. But for others who have already done that or don't necessarily need to, it's not even like the startup isn't even about money at this point. It's about you just doing it. So for a lot of you guys, it's your time, okay? You're going to have to invest your time. And if you tell yourself that you don't have that time right now, sit down and plan. That's that thinking man thing that I was talking about. Put yourself in a thinking man position. Normally, if you haven't gotten it yet, it's because whatever you need to do hasn't been done. So put yourself in a thinking man position. Figure out, how are we going to do this? Because I know what I need. Here's my goal, and I'm not going to reach it unless I do X, Y, Z. My schedule looks like this, so boom. How are we going to puzzle this shit in here? Because if you just accept it for what it is, then your circumstances will always be what they are. And you don't want that, though. You're tired of your circumstances. You're tired of your environment. You're tired of being small. You don't want to play small no more. You want big. And you see the end goal. You got it all here, but there's something that you're telling yourself you don't necessarily have right now. And that's getting in line with everything else. That's one of the reasons why things are precarious. It's because you're accepting it. You're settling for that. And for as long as you settle for that frequency, okay, this is what it looked like. This is what it looked like. That frequency is very dense, if you ask me. Like, that's very dense. And people who live amongst that dense frequency lives look like XYZ. They're precarious. Like, they have to go through the ins and outs, the ups and downs. Whereas if you just say yes to what Source wants you to do, if you just say yes to what it is your goal requires, what it entails, then everything will play out for you. Everything will be laid out for you, okay? You'll be taken care of. Growth and gossip. Why is gossip here? People are talking about you and what you're doing. Oh, nice. So yeah, people are going to notice. People are going to notice growth. Wow, this is cute. So you're going to grow in it very fast. Some of you guys, whatever it is, you're starting out. This is like the first time you're doing it. You're just now thinking of it. You could be nervous because you're like, dang, I'm just now starting. It's not like I've been doing this and I've taken a break. Like, you know, I'm totally new to this. And there's people who are out here who have been doing it, you know, whatever. You could be tripping yourself out, psyching yourself out. I'm seeing here that growth is going to happen rapidly, okay? Rapido. I'm seeing the growth is going to happen very fast. And if some of you guys haven't, like, you're not in the beginner stage, you already have gotten your foot in the door, people are just going to be talking about you regardless. So when you start off, it's like you're going to immediately capture the interest of a lot of people, where word of mouth is going to get out really fast. People are going to start talking about you. People are going to share your product, share your service. Like, you're going to be out there, okay? And for those who have already gotten their foot in the door, people are just watching, and they have been for some time. So just do it, okay? Because everybody believes in you already. You are the only one we're waiting on. For real. People look at you and they're like, oh yeah, nah, they got it. They got it. They know exactly what they're doing. Oh, they're know what to work. Yeah, they're about to succeed. Like, what you working on? And you over here like, dang, I ain't working on that. Actually, I'm about to start something in 2 months. Like, this person, everybody looking at you like, oh yeah, you got it figured out. But yeah, you come off as confident already. People can already believe in you just by witnessing your energy. So believe in yourself. Put yourself in that energy. You're gonna grow very fast. I'm hearing you're going to be exactly who you think you are. That's what I heard. Real quick. All right. Where are we? 14. This is cute. I said I was gonna go into the tarot. Let me give y'all some tarot. It's just weird because the camera then slipped and dipped, and I'm like right in your face with it. Anyway, let's get through this so I can exit. I don't think I'm gonna pull 5 though. I'll pull, yeah, well, I'll pull 5. The Tower. That escalated quickly. I told y'all that though, at the end. 4 of Cups. Hold on, and watch it be some victory card or something like that. Some celebration card, some satisfaction card. Oh, and it's not. Oh, Lord of mercy. I still got that though. Why? We have the Tower card, the 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. Things are going to escalate very fast. You don't believe in yourself. You don't see how you can succeed. You know what you want, and that's the goal, but you feel like you're just asking for something on some blind faith. Like you're just throwing some outrageous wish into the air and hoping that the universe catches it and honors it. That's not the way to go. Because I knew that I was just so sure that a victory card was going to come out. Like, oh, you are so in your head and you're thinking that you're going to fail. And then boom, out of nowhere, because you've put forth all the work, everything just unfolded like a beautiful blossom lotus. That's what I was getting, but that's not what's on the table. So I'm going to explore more cards just to see if that energy comes out or if they really wanted me to focus on this. I'm going to give you what they gave me. But, okay, so the Tower, the 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. Yeah, you may be a little on the pessimistic side, okay? I think that's why I also was emphasizing if a lot of you are beginners, it's okay if you don't have anything yet. The minute you put forth this investment, which is sitting down and putting your time in it, it's going to spread fast, okay? So for some of you guys, you're going to blow up fast, but you're not seeing that because you're so stuck on the fact that you have nothing. Like you don't see it for yourself, so it's tough for you. You're like, well, I don't see how that could happen. Of course it can't happen because I already don't have the time, and you know, surely the resources aren't there. So like we're doing too much here. We're wasting time. My kid has practice, so this is taking time away from me. Actually, I could be helping them right now getting dressed. Like you're seeing the logical side of life, and this is what you're tending to because you feel as if your goal, your dream is too far of a reach. All right, it's